it that way. The part that we are on right now, we're going to stay on it. And this, we're going to confirm the third term of Andrew Michael Golden.
Members of Parliament for East and West because I'm going to tell you something. Who remember East Palm Avenue on the bridge?
I do.
Shingles material showed on the bridge for like 5 years, actually. And within months of you being MP, the bridge fixed.
BLP, 18 years, 3 to
killing and homosexual fathers are very hard to prove. I wonder where they were when Portland was off the map and the Vaz came and put it back on the map. Most of the time we want. Don't let no one shoot you. Don't let no man shoot you. I just want to let you know the update of the is ready. And for elections to come, you are ready to make the East and West Portland. And select a more young people. And if you're ready, then I'm ready. I'm ready. Every two months, yes, absolutely. Yeah. So labor rights, we have to greet our specially invited guests here. MP, Dr. Norman Dunn. You ready? MP Colonel Charles Julia, you ready? You ready? I have a question for MP Marcus Samunda. You ready? You ready? You ready? MP ready for everyone. You ready? Mayor Paul Thompson. You ready? You ready? You ready?
not a backsliding. You don't see that. When Jackson came and he get a backsliding, you don't see that. And the guy has a big, big gas and empty. But the guy has a big. Check that film. We're not going to make that. The things that action and anxiety to one. Action hand upside down again and send them down. But it's one thing I want to say to the guy. The guy has a big. I don't know what he stands for. But the guy has a big. I want to tell you to leave court and visit the Lord. One more term back there. The PMP, and what we have said, when you ask them about any project that is not going well, they say they have it in the pipeline. But Hanson sure themselves, she's a better power than all of them. Because everything in the pipeline. Everything in the pipeline. So realize, next year, we're going to do it again. One more time.
From Bigger Five. He tell me that he can't follow. Bigger Five make me know say him in a Portland and him have something to say. And he just want me give him 2 minutes for him to say what he want to say in music. So Bigger Five.
test me. I am in East Portland, West Portland, or Southeast St. Mary. Tell them to come. I want to tell you, and I'm ready. Oh, this place is small to listen. Because Southeast St. Mary alone could fill this room to show you the strength of the Jamaica Labour Party in Southeast St. Mary. And I tell you, I want to address something here tonight. Because you have a little man with them decide to run against me. And about 2 weeks ago, they decided to put a constituency meeting in Southeast St. Mary. And you know what happened to them? Showers of blessing come down and just wash them out. They show you the sign on the wall. As remember, the Prime Minister called it JLP, the middle rounder in Southeast St. Mary. And I was saying this to them down here, take sleep, I'm on deck. Because that is a sign. It is a sign that is coming. And the thing that he's saying, boy, Mr. Don, thinking that, but if you realize it just come. This is one of them that can't done. Because you and the people of Southeast St. Mary, I will serve you along. But the only done that I can ever talk about is this. In 2017, them said a man against me in sugar shit. I want to do with him. I'm done. Then I'm carrying back in 2020, and then turning again. So the other day, there was a man in Ferguson that they have run against me, and he said, he's the man. Can't tell you that. But what the PNP was, they always do. They're this man. And then carry a different man again against me. When they go to turn him again. Because this done is a man want to try to test me. That is it. I want to tell you, I want to tell him down there, say, just a warm up. Try to run up and down there as if down there belongs to them. But I want to tell you this. We in Southeast St. Mary, we don't follow nobody. Nothing to say that Southeast St. Mary is back the line. But I want thing that I don't, we're not back at nothing. We're not back at nothing. They don't know how to be back at something. So we are always at the front of the line. And I want to say to him, and I want to show you something. There was an article in the paper the other day, an article at the road. And the man put a road in the article. And we have a girl here, the money from that road, the banana money. And the man said, that road is so bad and the MP are fixing the road. But that road is a road that belongs to a PNP council. So what could go so? Question. Where were you when there was that dirty water before and not to be a primary school that I came to Southeast St. Mary and fixed? Where were you? Where were a portion of the road. I am asking him, where were you? The man said, him on there. Say him on there. And it shows you how the people lies. Trying to trick people. Because the only man we're born in Southeast America and any political ticket is now and done. I born there. So let me say to you, Southeast America is strong. Southeast America is ready. And whenever the Prime Minister decides to call election, the third term in Southeast America is loaded for their rights. So we have Anne-Marie in the east. We have Darrell in the west. We have Southeast America down there. And for all the man of this thing called a trifecta. That is the trifecta that will reach them whenever the Prime Minister calls the next election. So I'm proud to be here today to stand with my sister Anne-Marie Vaz and my godfather Darrell Vaz and to assure the Prime Minister and all the people in Southeast America that whenever the Prime Minister decides to ring a bell, Southeast America will become in the winning column. Show them rise, show them rise, show them rise.
When them said this man, don't trouble no one. But if you trouble this man, it will run down. How will they trouble? Who? Who? Darren Voss? Darren Voss? No, get it right. Show them right. And from Southeast America to Southeast Ireland to another champion boy MP, Minister, our friend, Member of Parliament,
Mr. and Mr. Portland, and Mrs. Portland. Let me acknowledge all of the ministers, MPs, councillors, caretakers, everyone on the stage. But most importantly, the Lords who are here today. Let me tell you, we don't have a lot of time. Let me get straight to it. When I drive up and ask Dr. Dunn if it's Port Antonio High School or Stadium, because the mountain labor right from me see from what a war, and let me tell you why I'm proud of Portland. Proud of Portland because it means that you understand that you have to defend what the Jamaica Labour Party is doing for the future of Jamaica. Well, I'm proud
Because what I see here today confirms for me that you understand that we are not going to take lightly any boy who come and shut up their mouth about what they plan to do here. I'm proud of progress. And I want to tell you, I can call on Minister Vance as a member of parliament, as a minister, and he is responsive. During Berry, my constituency is one of those constituencies that was devastating. We have the most houses that have been totally destroyed in the entire country. And when I called Darren tonight, Darren called me back about 2 a.m. and said, Pernell, get up. I will be in Southeast London by 9 o'clock to walk with you. As a Jamaican, I want ministers who are here to give and not only to get. As a Jamaican, I want ministers of government and members of parliament who I know care about you. And what I see in Minister Vaz and Action and is a double duo of passion and caring, and most importantly, they know how to get the job done. The Jamaica Labour Party for 8 years has been on a mission. The mission that we are on is to make sure that we can pull Jamaica from where the PNP has placed us and pushed us down into a place of development. It is not an easy mission, because as we try to develop the country, you have persons who are fighting for power, willing to do anything they can to tear down the Jamaica Labour Party, even if it means tearing down Jamaica. We need to get it right and understand that if we're going to protect all that Andrew Michael Holness has done to the government, it means that we're going to have to equip ourselves and get on the battlefield. You have too many people now talking and not voting. And you have too many people voting and not talking. And we as the Labourites, right here, right now, have a mission and a responsibility to make sure that we keep Jamaica on track. It requires us, it requires us to appreciate the gravity of what is taking place. All of the Jamaica Labour Party achievements, all of the increase in minimum wage, new buses coming in from Minister Vaz, new garbage truck, care packages, burial checks, all of those achievements are for the Jamaican people. Every single achievement that has been a Jamaica Labour Party achievement must be understood as being for the Jamaican people. We don't want them to think. Listen to me carefully. Listen to me. We don't want them to feel that we are here bragging and boasting. But we have to make sure that every single Jamaican that has to make the decision of where they put the X is clear about our track record. Because when you have to decide who to choose for to continue to lead this country, you have to know what they have done, you have to know what they are doing, and you have to know what they plan to do. What do we know about the opposition? We know that they had more than 20 years leading this country, and all they did was lead us down into a pit during the best time times when everybody else was going. What do we know about the Jamaica Labour Party? We know that when the Jamaica Labour Party takes up the mantle of this country and leads us, even during the hardest times, even during the pandemic, even during a hurricane, even during a flood, Jamaica comes out. That's what I'm doing with you. I have been given a chance to serve in this cabinet now as the Minister of Labour and Social Security. And I want to tell you, we have made a commitment to Jamaica to make sure that we grow the farmer program and get opportunities for all of the youth them who want to go overseas and get the skill and give the time and come back and make something of themselves. And I'm going to work with our members of parliament to make sure that any youth who has the competence, has the determination, has the discipline, gets that opportunity. Don't listen to those who come and chat up them now, because they have been doing it for 20 years. I want to send a warning to Jamaica. And this warning is not just to labor rights, it is to every PNP and every person who doesn't know yet they're undecided as to where they're going to support. You better understand, sweet note can't put anything in the pocket. Sweet talk can't make the country grow. If you want the country to grow, you have to have good leadership, good decisions, and strong management. And that is what we get from the annual homeless Jamaica Labour Party. When I'm confronted by some of these persons who like to chat about what they want to do, all they have been doing in my constituency is staging protests and spreading propaganda. They should change the name of the party to the Protest and Propaganda Party. PNP. We have a message for them. The young people of Jamaica are tired of their lives in rubbish. That is why so many young people don't even like the politics anymore, because they get confused, because they are seeing Jamaica growing and building, and then they're hearing these people on the other side chatting about how bad things are and what's going on. But I want to encourage young people, don't just listen, get involved, look into it yourself, ask yourself some questions. Which party has been able to increase the minimum wage by 100% in the last 8 years? Which party do you have now that you can be proud of, that has said to the older people who are over 75, we will take care of you, we not make you suffer, we not make you starve, and so we will introduce something called social pension to provide you who have never had before. Jamaica! Let us vote for better Jamaica! Which party is it right now that is saying that we want to make sure that if a youngster goes through primary and secondary and go to university and does well, that you have a chance to buy a house, you have a chance to pay off the student loan. And so we have completely changed it by taking out any need for the guarantor. We are making it easier for the young people to succeed in Jamaica. Right now, on the heart, if you want to get a skill or a training, we will pay for it. And on top of that, we will pay for training. Jamaica! Let us go she taught me a lot about life. And my grandmother used to tell me all the time, don't make anybody put you in any position where you say, if I didn't know. There are a lot of persons right now watching us who are saying to themselves that them go and sit down at them yard and them not get involved and whatever goes. And then when something bad happens, they say, if I didn't know. The message to you is Jamaica is on the right track. Some of you who are under 26 years old wouldn't know anything else but Jamaica Labour Party government. Because when you were 18, it was 2016. And so you don't really understand where we are coming from. You don't really understand the situation that we were in when this country was being led by the PNP. And so I want to make sure that for those of you who are under 26 and going to make a decision as to who to vote for, make sure you ask some questions. Make sure you find out about something that called FINSA. Make sure you ask some questions and find out about the economic instability when the dollar used to move up and down, left and right, go all around the place. Make sure you ask questions about how hard it was for students to even get a loan under the PNP. You need something to compare them to make a little party too. Because when you hear them talking, you don't really understand how it used to be. And so, many of you can be fooled. And I'm here to tell you, we will not allow anybody to manipulate the minds of the Jamaican people. We are going to make sure that we hold strong and ensure that the Jamaican Labour Party and the alcoholics gets the next term. And for Portland, I want to encourage you, and I want to ask you to make sure that you protect bars, protect Anne-Marie Action. These two have turned Portland into violent. I am proud to be a Labourite. I'm proud to have the opportunity and the blessing to be a part of the administration that is protecting the people of Jamaica. I am proud to have the Prime Minister that we have, who has the vision to be able to make the decisions that cause us to have the kind of economic stability that we can look at Jamaica and after a hurricane say here is $8 billion Jamaican dollars to protect Jamaica. I am proud to be part of this government that for the first time since independence and we are living in a Jamaica where Jamaica can pay for its own roads. Before, hold on, music, young people, before, if we were going to build a highway, you had to send that minister to the World Bank to go work out a loan to carry down people money to build the road. No, under the alcoholic JLP government, you are able to benefit from Jamaica building its own road. I want you to remember everything that I'm saying today. Because you have to go out there and spread the message. Because I have some people who only want to spread propaganda. And they have a mission. And you better believe. So they are willing to do anything to get the reins of power. The Because we have built up the coffers of Jamaica, built up our reserves, and they want to come and spend that money. And they won't spend that money, I believe, in the best way. How are we going to protect it? By making sure that when the next election comes, when the people come to you, you must tell them you're not turning back. When somebody who's independent asks you why, you tell them I'm not turning back. Whenever that bell rings, I want to see as much Portlanders and people from the Jamaica Labour Party walking from house to house. Every supervisor, captain, indoor, outdoor, runner, driver, and you must tell them you're not turning back. You have to make sure. You have to make sure that we protect the future of Jamaica for the generations to come. And the best way to do that is to make sure that we are not turning back. Stick with the JLP, stick with the Marine Pass, stick with Darren Pass. And if you want to stick with the Holiness, let me hear you say, show them right. I'm going to tell you a secret. For those of you who don't know, you are looking right now at a man who is very special to my family. Because when the going was tough, he was there as senior. He made that video who don't know. I respect you. I know I love you. And I want you to understand that everybody that is here to protect you. Show them! The 100 million there.
Very soon to ask you a question. But if it's one thing with this government, anything the one MP get, every MP get his seat and so, if you don't see it on the other side, ask them what they're doing for them own. Now we have another strong, powerful lady in the Jamaica Labour Party. She's saucy bad. She talk her mind. Wanna figure out his own? You figure out his own? Who? The difference was, I know it sounds when she said, I want when me said, me want fear. I want to kill her, me want fear. The member of parliament from West Rural. spirited crowd. East and West Portland, Portland is like St. Thomas. Portland is my favorite parish. Let me say hello to all the ministers. Of course, I see the councillors here. And, you know, it is so good to be in the parish of Portland. Thank you so much for having me. I bring greetings to all of you here from the great constituency of St. Andrew Road. I mean, there's some people that talk about some in trouble, and I'm in no trouble. I'm still faster than anybody. From the Bible, and I don't know them as any godly person. I'm telling people that if they don't choose them, then they're not choosing God. It's not kind of foolishness. Foolishness, right? Nothing like that. Those are false prophets. And I know that East and West Portland, you don't want any false prophets here. Portland, and I'm going to talk to my sister because this is where I come usually to spend my holidays, and I have to say that I know that Action Hand, she's been doing a very good job. Yes. Anytime I send a WhatsApp message to Daryl, in responding 2 minutes or less, and so we also have an action man for West Side, and I know that you want to keep that. Labor rights, we have a vision in the Jamaican Labour Party. Our leader, Andrew Holness, has set a vision for us. We're not just having that vision, but we're carrying out that vision. You see the things happening right across the country. And as you heard MP Carencia said, when things are given out or said in the parliament, you see that all of us on the government side, you see us, you know, tweeting or sending out and telling you what's happening. And the opposition, they're sending you know, they're not telling you that they get, but all 63 members of the parliament get the same thing. They're so ashamed because they have not been doing anything at all in the last 18 and a half years. And they're so ashamed. Even the Sparks program, they're trying to cast a bad light on the Sparks program. But I know that when the Sparks program comes, and think them up there, I think they know that it's going to make a big difference. And that is why they're talking so bad about the Sparks program. Labor rights, we've seen so many good things happening in our country. We've seen, you know, hospitals, new hospitals are going to be built. Health centers, and I know that Action Man, she's played a big role in the hospital here in Portland. I have seen the new refurbished police station here in East Portland. And this government, we are very serious about crime. And I know in a very long time we've not seen the crime rate reduced to where it is. And I know that we do still have a ways to go. The PNP, they have not done a good job when it comes to crime, and they're not even trying to partner with us to fight against crime. And so we recognize all the things that needs to be done. We have refurbished over 100 police stations right across Jamaica land and love. We have refurbished over 100 health centers right across Jamaica. And as I said, we're not going to dirty your peace Portland. I have seen a difference in the garbage collection. And I know actually you've been building a lot of garbage strips right across East Portland. And we're going to continue that. You know, I hear that there are some great plans coming from East Portland to build up your township. So don't listen to what they're saying about them coming here to make a difference. They will not make any difference. They're all about themselves. Run them when they come to you. They will not make a difference because they were there before and didn't do much with the 18 and a half years that they were in power. We have seen where since we got into government, the minimum wage was at $6,000. We have moved that minimum wage to $15,000. And I know that once we continue with the good management of the economy, that we're going to continue the way forward. And so, Israelites, don't listen to the propaganda, don't listen to the lies, don't listen to, and I know, it's easier to latch on to lies than propaganda. Us other people, it's easier to latch on to lies. Because sometimes I hear our laborites calling me, asking me if this is true. Laborites, listen to the JLP. Listen to what all the ministers are doing. Not the PNP and the lies that they're telling. When you look at water, and we have Minister Marcus Samunda, and what he's been doing right across Jamaica. Can you imagine? Sometimes you have to wonder, what was the PNP doing? Nothing. They could not be doing anything because we are doing so many water projects right across the island and still have so many more to do. And that is because the PNP was doing absolutely nothing. You know, they're bringing a man, but tell a woman, the first female DPP, to go suck a man's private part. That is nasty, disgusting, indecent, and you do not want anybody like that here in East Portland. You're running! Because even after that report that the man called Jamaicans ugly. Can you imagine? You do not want a representative like that. Lepers don't change them spots up easily. Not at all. And I am sure that it will just take probably one person in the constituency to get him out. And he probably tell them where to go so. And you don't want a representative like that. So East Portland, West Portland, I say to you, stay the course. Continue to listen to your Prime Minister. Continue to support your members of Parliament, Darren Vaz and Anne-Marie Vaz. And of course, we are going for the third term. We cannot turn back. You know, again, as I said, I'm from St. Thomas. Well, listen to me now. We live in Portmore, and it takes me no time to reach St. Thomas. Because this government, all they do is just build and build and build. Nothing was happening in St. Thomas. St. Thomas, I'm telling you, when I left St. Thomas at 16 years old, and I go back to Portmore, it was the same dead place. Nothing happening in Portmore. And now, I see buildings going up right by the track that I started running, you know, and the Moran Bay Urban Center. And then I heard this week from the purchase another 10 acres of land to build some more. This government is what you want to stay, to remain in power for the next term and the next term and the next term. We do not want people there for themselves. Remember that they had a band together, and they made a lot of money from the band. In things that we talk about. You heard what the DPP said in the FinStack statement, right? They made their money in some kind of way that they don't want to talk about, right? He said having Tapanar is friend them, right? But he's doing absolutely nothing. I want to ask Mark Golding, what has he done? What's the difference he has made in his constituency? I would love to ask him and his people, what has he done? What kind of difference has he made in his constituency? And for a man who cannot make a difference in his own constituency, how then is he going to make a difference in the country of Jamaica? No. Going up. I saw apartments going up. I'm gonna fix up in constituency. You know what? We love the people and we care. We don't just talk about the poor. We care for the poor. All the PMP do is keep the people poor so that because they don't know any better. Right? That's what they do. Keep their people poor because they just have the wealth among a few of them. A few of them. That's how they pass on their wealth. Have them Tapanar as friend and them in the PMP. We don't want them to run Jamaica. We have the best prime minister right now and the best ministers of government right now and the best members of parliament right now. So we have the right when the bell rings, when the prime minister says it's time, I hope you are ready to bring back Action and for the second term.
Portland full of river, but Labour Party river come down, back to back to back to back. Allow him to pick up the platform. Prime Minister is on his way, but allow him to acknowledge colleague ministers, colleague MPs, councillors, caretaker MPs, caretaker councillors. Lord Jesus, Labour Party look good tonight. This is indeed a job, and it's reminiscent of a meeting that I came to in 2009 in Buffalo, Minister Mars. And there's a same energy you would feel ahead of the by-election when you know, say, leave alone, don't take that one, don't take two, don't take three, and so on. Boy, Northeast is full of by-election, but Portland full of more by-election. And the truth is, when they come from fellowship theory, Manchester, Portland, Toy, and Prospect, big up Eastern Portland. But we know, say, you know, they're not from Western. Big up St. Martin's, we're up here. We're here. But let us big up Shannon's. No, need enough for coming. Because Portland work on them, enough of them Northeast Centre, them are my election money, and me have to come tell them personally. Me have to come tell Mr. and Mrs. Portland. Thank you. Because you see, gratitude is a must in life. And labor rights, we're not ungrateful, we're not hypocrite. So we come to tell them this evening from Northeast Centre, thank you to the people of Portland. But you see, labor rights, we never have to waste time, but a little history is important and a little acknowledgement is also important. One thing be sure of tonight is that Dougie Vance are looked down and Dougie Vance proud of Darren Vance this evening. One thing be sure of, even they look down and even they proud of Darren Vance this evening because they were born good at Portland. They will work hard, they will serve the people, they will take care of poor people. But you see, God is getting serve the people and they will serve you. And that is important to understand because that is the reason you are here this evening to discuss the service that the JLP has given and the service that it promises you for the next term of government. Because you see, we have to remember, Jamaica not always nice. Jamaica never nicer than the PNP. It is the PNP that wrecked this economy, wrecked this country in the 70s, the 90s, and the 2000s. And it's we that have to fix it every single time. And when the Prime Minister told them said that the PNP is in them hurts. Well, the truth hurts. Because we know labor rights that this country suffers every single time the PNP is in power. That is why we can't play a game with this election because we don't have the luxury of playing a game. We don't know what the PNPism and schism. We are set them back in because we're not going back. You see, labor rights, Portland is in good hands with action and action and Jamaica is in good hands with blood. We don't know about the foolishness. But you have to remember, it's not foolishness just because we say so. It is because there is disinvestment, wrecked healthcare and education, then there is a people sick and people struggle. It is because there is disinvestment, mash up the police force, no care never dead, then they say crime and It is because them never invest in the roads that you have so much backward to them. And then they talk about road crisis. They're wicked. But I am here to remind them that since 2016, PNP is the one schism. God, labor rights. Labor rights. We are here for a good time and a long time this evening, so never proceed. God bless the Labour Party with the chance to fix this country in 2016. And we can't take it light. Despite the challenges of COVID, hurricane, earthquake, global stars, inflection, inflation, we have done well as a government, and labor rights are one take the business. When we say show, we're not just say show because we're in a fall. We are say show because we're in well. Because ultimately crime is declining and infrastructure investment is increasing. Education is improving and healthcare get better. And we can proudly say to the people of Jamaica, there have been no new taxes for 8 years. We can say we have given civil servants the highest pay increase in history. We can say we have done more than done minimum wage. We can say we have done plan benefits. We have increased the threshold for small businesses from 3 million to 10 million on GCT. We reinstated the benefits to the junior stock exchange. But most importantly, labor rights not here say. We don't believe in slump and card and handout, which is why we are most proud that it is the lowest unemployment rate in the history of Jamaica, because we say work, we say prosperity, we say the labor rights, the third term, not to come by accident, it will come through work, and we are liberals and we work, we're not afraid of work. It will come by work and deliberate action, and that deliberate action is voting. It is you and your neighbor talking, the up, kiss up, hug up, and make sure that you and your neighbor are voting for neighbor. So we have to back to build peace and steady. But labor, PNP of American, the average age of a pipe is 30 years before it started. So when PNP complain about water, and you say to yourself, let me minus from 2024, 30 years and see which pipe they will lay. And you say, Lord Jesus, and on 2014, and on 2004, and 1994. So the water problem that you have faced now is because they never laid a pipe in 1994, and the pipe they're going to be laid up, they never don't catch up down, they never do work. That is why they don't water now. There's one place up there now. But labor rights, you know they're hopeless. Jamaicans know they're hopeless. Labor rights, you know so they tell a lie. Jamaicans know say PNP tell a lie. But here I go. The truth is, after 8 years, they never want to just tell them, say the PNP tell a lie. They want to hear what the Labour Party do to fix the problem then. And me I just feel with the water information this evening. An action man, an action man, me I beg you 5 minutes, let me just go through the important part of the presentation. Because you see, labor right can party and labor right can try themselves, but labor right appreciate information. We don't have any foolishness. We don't make PNP talk nonsense from where we don't have the information to say. Only 2 lie and wicked. The whole lot come from Portland. Because we're important from there. Tell God's truth. Before dial coming, before action and coming, the water situation was a disaster. Who the more work that done in marine water in Portland? Nobody else can say so. But we have to tell you severe disaster you find. We have to remember, say it is this government in Eastern Portland that fought the worst drought in Portland history in 2022. And we never just do it by truck water. We invest money in our water supply. It is why Battle River get $15 million from the Labour Party for water system. It's why Kensington system get upgraded for another $15 million from the Creator Labour Party. It is why Tony Brown get money from East Side Law for upgrading the $20 million. It is why Anthony get $20 million worth of money from the Labour Party. It is why Prospect get upgraded at $24 million, supporting over 3,000 people in Eastern Portland with $95 million investment because your JLP demand which never sit back and say anything goes. That is a reality. But we realize that cannot be the end of the work in East Portland. East Portland needs over $3 billion of work. Because the JLP for the years they had it did nothing. Not a thing they never do. So we do the first $100 million, just about $95 million. But I am happy to report that the Ferry Boston Castle Lampere pipeline has been procured and the contract signed. $60 million. I don't know the pipeline again. That is why this Christmas we are begging to comply with the traffic. Because we don't know fix the pothole then, but we can't fix the pothole then. We are going to lay some new pipe because the old pipe they broke and you're not getting the water. We have put $45 million worth of pipe into the ground. To let people of Portland know this Christmas. There's a system that is very important. We know the anchovy to go stone line and no good. That is why we have bought and purchased the pipes already. And we got to procurement because you know we're not an easy man season. So we give equal opportunity to contractors like their procurement now. That line is going to improve water supply for another 1,000 people in Eastern Portland. But you see, we don't say that an East Portland meeting, even though we don't say this meeting could expand 3, 4, 5, 10 times. And when we go outside, I would wait on the road, the police stop the road and early. Nobody can drive to my own done. But sometimes people say something, never going for East, walk going for West Portland. Darryl, you remember when you finished the Charlestown system and spent $70 million on there to make sure that people have water? I wonder if you remember, so we spent $50 million on one person to make sure that one person people have water. But that's not one. I wonder if you remember the GPS system. I wonder if you remember the bus fare system. I wonder if you remember say $15 million and the next $15 million you need to spend on the system there. Minister Mars, I wonder if you remember Woodstock Bank say you upgrade that water system. Yeah, but I don't know what you're in action. You know, say we can talk about water in any parish you know, and we know every inch of the system. But there's an important system and an important announcement that you need to take back to the people of Portland. Whether Eastern or Western, every time we clear a blockage, every time we lay a pipe that give another 1,000 people of water, we don't have to say shower. Because the PFP now give them the water, they don't give them fast. Labor rights. You see this young man? God help you when you try to find him. see, when you demand water system, you find your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you give your rate Friday, and then call your 20 pounds per Sunday. And that is why. That is why. That is why the Crystal Springs development is going through the last stages with Ministry of Finance to invest $600 million for the people of West Portland. You see, action, man, action, and then say, when we start the project now, because we are telling them that we can start now. That is why the National Water Commission and the Rural Water have started the project in January, and I lay over $50 million worth of money. We never just wait. But you see, the birds, we have done through enough. We have done through enough. The truth is, we have delivered better days, and it is still time for more better days. Labour Party. We know say Portland in a good hands from 2009. Me remember out of Buffalo when Darrington then said West Portland gone and East Portland is coming next. And it was to be. We know that the JLP understands the problems. We know that the JLP is committed to solving your problems. We know that every single representative on this stage go home at evening time stressed out because they care about your problems and they're fighting to solve those problems. But it is also clear that we have a leader that cares. It is clear that the Most Honorable Dr. Andrew Hollis will insist, will instruct, will deliver on fixing the problems that exist in Portland and indeed the rest of Jamaica. It is also clear that Andrew Hollis retired Portia Simpson Miller. Andrew Hollis retired Peter Phillips. And we know that Mark is no Portia, Mark is no Peter Phillips. So we know Andrew Hollis is going to retire Mark Hollis. But leaders, and I know the deputy leader who arrived during the presentation will agree. It is far too long we have played along with the nonsense of the PNP. It is time once and for all that we do an amount of political work that puts the PNP out to pasture, that puts governance out of their reach, that ensures they never have a chance to wreck this country again. Because we know JLP always fix it, but it is time for JLP to build in labor rights. It is time to truly ensure that we move from poverty to prosperity. Show your rights, show Portland. God bless you.
East Portland, you have an MP. We stand on a record of performance. And we can go back to the people on this record of performance. This Andrew Hollis administration, we have put in the work. Yeah? And that is why we are confident we can go back to the Jamaican people. We're not going back. We're not going back. We're going forward. We're going forward. And MP, Floyd Green, we have to borrow your little line.
You live in the ghetto, Western Kingston. I come over here in this pretty little brown lady by election. I mean, no Uncle God Almighty can come down from heaven for beat her. Yeah, no. No matter with that. Me, young man, by the name of Isaac. Oh, you must have sat down and come to the action and marry wow. You must get married. Alright. They need this rough man at 3 minutes, you know. Welcome to Jamaica and welcome to the prettiest parish in the country that is Portland. Welcome to the eastern side for the ballot state for the constituency of Eastern Portland. Number 1 JLP from this term is Sir Alexander Bustamante. Is chaired by Dr. Andrew Michael Hornet. To be written by the 2-time reigning champion jockey Anne-Marie Action Pause. Looks very well. Going down to the starting gate in the colors of the green and white. And this one is owned by our labor rights of Eastern Portland. Number 2 TNT is to be written by Isaac Ackerman. This one carries 119 pounds at this one. And this one is owned by some TNT of Eastern Portland in the colors of the tangerine and black. This one is from the stables of the late Norman Washington line. In the line of the number 3 independent is to be written by Miller Johnson. Number 4 Republican to be written by B.B. Simmons. And running off the field of 5, 5th columnist is to be written by apprentice jockey's name is Don Ellinger the call on the radio station today. I start off the 5 runners into their respective position down by the 5 furlong point. 2025. This is the ballot stake and we wave the flag on sending the runners about their business. JLP and TNT, those 2 race together. We are in an eyeball bucker already. Behind them is independent. Behind independent is Republican. And Big Colonics is tailing off at the back of the field of the company just a furlong. So JLP now. Big center up by Anne-Marie Balls has gone through to mix the running. But just about a length in front of TNT racing second with Isaac Backerman behind the big come. But independent behind independent big come to the Republican. And the Colonics take a long way on the back of the field of the first time. The come out of the you see, when leave in Kingston, they jump to the one man that vehicle and said to me, Osman, no one may money. He said, everyone wants a farmer. Action and husband. Yeah, listen now. This football match is between the Jamaica Labour Party, playing in their customary green and white colors. Their captain in the young man, Andrew Michael Lawless, he's wearing the number 9 jersey this afternoon. Playing over the ball, they said, is the lady. Action, and remember she scored 2 goals for the Jamaica Labour Party already. Playing over, right beside Action and Mr. Portland. The real big back. 1, 2. The mind never good enough because Michael man never good. Alright? Yes. The red ball is playing over the ball. Right beside his wife. In goal for the TNT is Master Mark. playing the position for the TNT is Isaac Backerman with the ball now. Bounce. Sure. Alright, we fix it. Easy. Now the bus is about to come on by platform. Here comes the ball. Bouncing around in the middle of the field. Picked up by the captain of the Jamaica Labour Party, Dr. Andrew Michael Lawless. He played further forward over toward the left side and finding Juliet Cuthbert. Cuthbert plays a good ball and finding Clyde Gray. The JLP is coming forward. Indian numbers. Long ball across the left side. Shot to a goal. That's cleared away by the defense of the TNT. Yeah, the goal was scored. When the goal scored, on the road like TNT, then I go past, right? Yeah. So, give the throw now. Taken quickly by Mattis Samuel. Give the Jamaica Labour Party now. Dribbling away over toward the right side. James Robertson with the ball. A man from Western Sector. Beating one. Plays a long ball over toward the right side now. Finding Robert Miller. The JLP is coming forward in their numbers now. The referee is looking at this one. There's a good ball inside. Darren Boss to Andrew Holness. Holness playing it and giving back to Darren Boss. Getting the ball. Beating it by 90. Plays it and gives it to Actoran. Actoran. Beating one. Beating two. Plays it through the legs. A bicep back a man. Oh my God, that's it. Goal! The MC, one of the prettiest ladies in Jamaica Labour Party. She said, they must do something new. Aye. This boxing in between the Jamaica.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What an atmosphere. And we have to go over to Western St. Thomas. And who is the general over Western St. Thomas? MP, our deputy leader for Area Council 2, James Robertson.
One, two. Portland, let us welcome our party leader. Let us welcome our party leader. Our leader of Jamaica, our Prime Minister, in whom we are well pleased. Portland, let me just give the Prime Minister, our leader, a little report. Prime Minister, leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, the party that is building the East. I tell you tonight, I got here just before you, and I reported to you that when Friday the 22nd is finished and the voting is over in Barat Bay, you are going to be, you will have one more parish council seat in the Jamaica Labour Party column. I am going to tell you something tonight. I'm going to give you a little secret about our party leader. I never knew that our party leader was a scholar of Paul Bogle, our national hero of the East. What our party leader can tell you about our hero Paul Bogle, Mark Golden don't know the first name of how Paul Bogle go in his book. I am not going to talk long tonight. We have to hear from Action Am. We have to hear from Minister Darrell Vance. And our leader didn't come so far to talk short. I am going to tell you all in this room tonight. I have never come to this room, tell you something is going to happen, and it don't happen. I will tell you that you in Portland have two of the best members of parliament, and they are going to to your Minister of Water, Matthew Samuel, talk about what we have done for water in the East. And I can tell you, Matthew Samuel, we are proud to have ministers like you. That is what our future is about. Good, strong, sensible people leading us into the future. Portland, when you hear about your new urban center, if you want to know what it is going to look like, come to Moran Bay and look at what our leader, our Prime Minister has built in the East. The most modern urban center, the biggest town, the newest town. And I say, Member of Parliament, to my party leader, you have made us proud in the East. I came through Amateur Hall, and every single bar I stop at, I ask one question, and they tell me the answer. Nobody is going to touch Action Ann. She's God blessed. She worked hard. She's honest. She loves you, and you love her. When we turn to the Member of Parliament for West Portland, I came here early February, and I listened to the people of Portland, West Portland. A lot of you in here saw me in those meetings, sitting down beside your Member of Parliament, Darren Barnes. And every decision he made, you want to hear the result? 4 out of 4, February 26th. Portland, are you proud of the work of Darren Barnes? I came here to throw plenty word on PNP tonight. But we have 3 people who must talk tonight. And most of us are tired of people who come and chat. The PNP promised you in Portland for 25 years and they delivered nothing. Look at the work of your 2 members of Parliament. Look at the work of the Jamaica Labour Party led by Andrew Michael Holness. I think the talking has to stop. Prime Minister, our leader, I say to you tonight, and you know anytime I tell you anything, we are ready to give you a 3rd term, a 4th term, There was a time, many years ago, they used to come and say they're going to take back West St. Thomas. Do you know what has happened? We have East St. Thomas and we're not letting it go. I said to our party leader, you have 4 seats, 2 in St. Thomas, 2 in Portland, and I can tell you, you can count on them. We are going to give you the 3rd term. The people of the East, come on, people say, my friend, our leader, go and do your work. Shut
a Portland, not action. That's why we are here. That's why we are here tonight. The people who we love so much, they have put in the work and they too are standing on a record of performance. And it is my pleasure, it is your pleasure, MP Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, to introduce our sister, our friend, a solid member of parliament. She works hard, she delivers, she has changed the landscape, and she don't make people mouth bother her. She has risen above the circumstances. Action man, America, and before his is going to give out the poor body with the emotions and the love that I feel for the people in Portland, and with the amount of love that is returned to me. My East Portland family, the Lord has blessed us, and I want you to put your hands together for Dr. Michael Angeloni, our beloved. September 9, 2018, I stood in that square and I made a commitment to the people of East Portland. And as one of the MP said earlier on, we don't go to sleep peacefully because we have so much to do to ensure the prosperity of each and every single one of you here and across Jamaica. I want you to put your hands together for all the councillors from East Portland. Of East Portland. So we brought people here who could tell you about the plans that are in place for this parish. My East Portland family, as I said in 2019, beautiful speaking, can't build roads. Billions of dollars have been spent on roads in East Portland. We have historic roads put in the valley, Ginger House, Comfort Castle. We have from the east, Old Hector River, right to Snow Hill. Every single one of the 5 divisions have had roads. Manchani, Theory Hill, Port Antonio, Fellowship, and Prospect. Because what? Beautiful speaking cabin road. Beautiful speaking cabin water in your pipe. And Minister Matthew thought someone that needs to charge water in a pipe. My God, I come here and there is one housing development built for over 20 years with pipes and not one single drop of water coming through any of them. And the first order of business was to ensure that large community got water once per week. We're not there yet. I wouldn't tell you so we're there yet because it's 5 years since I've been here and I have 32 years of neglect to overcome. Beautiful speaking. Can't be a supermarket bill. But this government under Bernard Charles Jr. is ensuring that the minimum wage for poor people is raised to a level where they can go to the supermarket. A JLP government do that. Beautiful speaking. Can't send your big to go school. A Jamaica Labour Party under Edward George Thiago put in hard and up to level 4 certification is free for all. All of you, old and young. A JLP government do that. Let me tell you something. Education is the only sure vehicle for success, and we know that. So I am going to appeal to all my youths here. Yes, you can walk all around your hand, but that's how when you come from school and put something in your head. We have ensured that we take care of not only road and water and education. I want to tell you that yesterday was the trip that came from Kingston with 20 ladies to go into Kingston to do free mammogram. 100 ladies since October have gotten free mammogram. This is our 5th year and we've gone over 600 women who are taken care of. And tonight, I want to make a special announcement. For the first time in the history of Port Antonio Hospital, a family has donated a baby incubator to the hospital. No other hospital in the world has a baby incubator. So we're looking about our children. We're looking about our women. And as Bernard Charles Jr. told you, we're looking about our men with our family cards and all the opportunities that we are giving them. But tonight, I have one more announcement to make. Many of you know the family members or one of the schoolmates of the children that have been in a terrible accident down here in Portland. After losing so many children, I was in the morning to walk 3 miles to catch a bus to go to high school. Rural transportation is something that is dear to my heart. Because in Kingston, yeah, JLP that is subsidized. Many of us parents in here pay more money for our children's transportation than we pay for their school fees. Rural transportation, and I am happy that the Minister Darrell, the action man, is in charge of that portfolio because you have already seen 100 more buses added to the fleet. And tonight, I want to say to you that because of my commitment and knowing the pain of walking and walking back home after that, we have procured 2 school buses for each school. Private sector. We'll be having a meeting with the Ministry of Education to work it out because the bus will be transporting children from Windsor Castle and Hector's River to Port Antonio, and then we are going to secure smaller buses for sections of both and Milburn that this bus that can coming here, I start to cry because as many of you know, public speaking anonymity. Just put me in the trenches to work, that's a mighty. But you have to use your voice, and there are many people still struggling here. You can't give a mic to half of the people in here because they're there. I urge you all, practice in the mirror and do your thing. But you know, I always say, any day I don't feel emotional about anything to do with my Portland family is when they go talking about, because I lead from my heart, and I want to say to you all tonight, it has been a journey in the last 5 years. It's only 5 years. Only 5 years. And we have gone some ways, but there are far more ways to go. And one thing I know, I'm not worried about the revolving door of people coming and going and pledging and talking. They can continue to come and go because my focus is on you and the development and prosperity of each and every one of you. So I now watch them. I now watch the face, because one thing I know, nothing is going to come between the relationship that family business we're having in this portal. And ain't no outsider coming to mash up this You cannot walk better than what you're seeing. Rome, nothing was built in a day. And what I can tell you, it was 32 years before I came here that they did nothing. me to talk about. And they can't show you one tree with them plant. They can't show you a sidewalk with them paint. They can all them do and live from me and Minister Bart and Dr. Michael hold his name. My Eastport family, my Westport family. Because many of you don't know, Westport was my biggest. And Westport and people that take me and Darrell Bars over there. I remember one demonstration in the town during the time when the other side was in power. And you know what? They was not called for anybody from their side, you know. And Darrell Bars, they were called for me come over from Westport and over Eastport and come run it. We're gonna have our own bars and shake them. Solid and unshakable, committed, dedicated, and along with my action team, it will only get better, my dears. My family, what to do. I don't pretend them. Everywhere you go, people want Darrell Bars, people want action, and what we now let's hear so. Because as you all said, we know where the host is, so we don't need me, we know where to find me. I want to thank all of you. When I'm walking here this evening, tears coming in. My friend, you hold in no far, so you could come and listen to the party and the other ministers and to hear the councils. And my heart is full. I want to urge each and every one of you to go home safely. And you know, most of you can walk because ain't nobody taking no bus from outside of Portland. Nobody that is here is from anywhere else other than Portland. We don't need the hype. We don't need the fireworks. What we need is action. Tangible action. I'm going to give my support system. I can't say better half. My other half. On the mind. And then for all of you to hear the Prime Minister. So tonight again, I want to say to all of you, thanks for the love. Thanks for the when action and say, travel safely. I say, Darren, look banana. Like say, what on them? You think you have a talk and send all the people there. And me support land, no talk. It tonight as a laborite. A minute, what did Pastor say? Minute, half me, a laborite. And when we think about the member of Parliament who has set Western Portland, who made laborites feel proud of Portland, who extends sometimes from the west into the east, a man who stand up beside him wife, a man who say, look here, and she alone have a face, you have to go face me. A man who is an exemplary minister. A man who is a stalwart member of Parliament. I can speak of him as a colleague. You never call upon MP, Minister Darrell Vaz, and he do respond. He is always willing and always available. You have a woman in your life. Show me ever right. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce or to bring greetings or to bring his main presentation, the member of Parliament for West Portland. One more. One second. One
Portland family, I want you to do something for me. I want to make sure to set the pace. Prime Minister, I want you to look. I want everybody from Portland to put up their hand. Everybody outside for the screen, put up your hand. If you come from Portland, put up your hand again. One, freedom, Florida, Ireland. If you come from Portland, east or west, put me on one time, put me on two times, put me on three times, put me on five times. I got the blue doors outside. You know what I mean? One simple thing. A Vaz land. Not Vazism. I don't know what that means. Vaz land. being an elected representative for West Portland for the past 16 years has taught me a lot. Portland is more than a parish. It's more than 2 constituencies put together. Portland is bigger than the political ambitions of any one person. And seeing the East and West Portland combined tonight underscores my point that Portland is a family, like any family. So man, I don't want to who represented the Labour Party in the worst times between 1976 and 1980. He always told me, son, you are blessed. You came from a family that could afford to give you education and give you a start in life, and you must always give back. And that is what I'm doing. And I've been doing in West Portland from 2007. I don't come here to scrape. I come here to serve and make West Portland and Portland better. Don't watch now. Watch the action team. I am not here to get into the couscous and the custard, because that's the only thing that the opposition can do. I am here to campaign on my plans and my performance to date from 2007 to 2024. I don't speak ill of anybody because they have done enough of that against me. And even with that, they can't stop me. You know why? Because who can let no man hurt? I hear some people, like I've heard before, I talk about the man who broke the vase. I did a check. And this is not memory vase, and this is not Darren vase. So the only person I can think of is Green vase.
This guy is so good at people. You got to do it. If you love me, I'm
because I have the way to victory. Such man would not broke the vase in 2007 in West Portland. Such man could not broke the vase in 2009 in the by-election. That was Abdul, who is now my biggest supporter. Such man could not broke the vase in 2011 could not got the bars in 2020. That's 5 elections. But more than that, such man could not rock the bars in 2019 against Action and after 30 years of PMP. You know who that was? At the time, that was the most popular man in the PMP. The vote man. When they accompany your vote and your people vote for you as before they were school. And they said it was a fuck up because Action and win. So in 2020, she confirmed the victory and won by almost 2,000 votes after 30 years of PMP. Give it up! Because of one thing and one thing only, and I always repeat it. It is my philosophy of politics and action and philosophy. It's one simple thing, one simple template. Serve the people and they will serve you. Love the people and they will love you. As an MP, but as a minister. And everybody in Jamaica will understand that when Hurricane Beryl came and every parish was out of light, Andrew Horn is instructing me, Minister Vaz, deal with the case. I am the only minister in the history of Jamaica that has taken on the JPS and brought them to their knees to bring back their life for the people. I want to tell you that our track record is there to be seen. It's there to be judged. I came in 2007 after 18 years of PMP representation in West Africa. I have won 5 elections. Despite all that they have said and tried against me. But you judge the truth and knew that what they were trying to do to me was unjust and wicked. And I say to you tonight that without you, there will be no me. Because you have vindicated me of everything that you have said about me from 1986 till now. Because you know whose heart is clean and who wishes you well and will work for you until that day. Work for you!
We support them. I know joke
Yeah, that you understand. Sure. Tell me no more, yeah. If I get you, all of the things don't feel me out. The one you want, you want. And I get fun. You want to destruction, and that's it. I'm not that. Oh, I will give you the fun. I can't get me with the fun.
So, I want to say something tonight. They say that I practice Marxism in Portland. I don't know what that means. But the only thing I can respond and say is that I perform and both Anne-Marie Bars and myself give action and serve the people of East and West Portland to the best of our ability. Means action. I don't know what it means. I want to say to you that there's no other government in the history that has spent more money in the eastern end of Jamaica, which means St. Thomas and Portland. Has spent more money in Portland than all the governments of the past, whether JLP or PNP, from 2007 to 11 and 2016 to current. We have spent money, billions of dollars, on water, on road, on police stations, on health care and hospital, on water, on road, on schools, and anybody that lives in West Portland or East Portland can verify that, because I don't put my mouth around my tongue. In West Portland alone, between 2007 and 2024, is 400 houses between Food for the Poor and other charities that I have worked with to improve the life of 400 families. No other constituency or parish has seen anything near that. You know why? Action, not a bag of mouth. The Boston Beach lease has across Jamaica are going to be taken back, and they are going to be run by the government, and the access to those beaches is going to be free of cost for the Jamaican people. In relation to which government agency is going to be responsible to run Boston Beach so that everybody in Portland and outside of Portland can enjoy Boston Beach without any entry. I want to talk now. So, I want to give big credit to Action Annie, because every night before I go to sleep, she will stand here, walk along the Boston Beach. And before we get anything, we have to take our first. I want to tell you why I justify the argument about the investment in the eastern end of the island of Portland. The South Coast Highway Improvement Project is 11 billion Jamaican dollars, 70 million US dollars, and that is to make sure that we have access from St. Thomas to Portland. Finally, where people can get to Portland without having to go through the travesty of the roads that existed. We have done the Boundbrook Urban Center, which the Prime Minister announced. We have done several million and billion dollars. And I want to say again, because I want nobody to hear me. There is no government other than Labour Party government that has invested a level of money on infrastructure in the parish of Portland and St. Thomas in the history of governance in Jamaica. So you know, as I said before, don't watch the noise, watch Action Team. Because what they do is tell you everything that is wrong, but they don't give you any solution to what they will do, what they did or what they will do different. I want to say to you tonight, and I'm speaking from the heart, as I always do. The political tactics and strategy that they are using is distraction. They are trying to zero in on the Prime Minister as they have done every other Prime Minister. Because they feel that if they weak the Prime Minister, they weak the party. I can tell you. And I stand here. And who want here, here. Who don't want here, go here. If anybody believes that they can go through my wife Action and don't go through me, then joking. I want to say something because I'm on my turf tonight. And I want not only everybody here to hear tonight, but I want the rest of Jamaica, those who are listening and watching on social media and traditional media. And this is a message to my Prime Minister. PM, I want you to listen what I say. There's no other politician in Jamaica outside of maybe Edward Philip George Siaga that has been targeted with the PNP negatives that they campaign on. The Prime Minister, there is nothing that they have not said about me. And they have put out a design similar to what they did to me from 1986 till now. And I want to say to your peer, you have to be strong. I have to be wrong. Because it is very difficult. It's difficult for you as it was difficult for me. It was difficult for my family as it is difficult for you. But I want to say to you, these people here have voted for me despite all of the propaganda 5 times. Without you never victory. You know why? Can't go. Who got left? And most importantly, Jamaican people don't store touch the mango. And I want to say to you that I see what they are doing to you. And I've been there, done that, and I'm still standing. And I want to say to you, take all of your inspiration that you can get from me. Because if it was not for you, I would not be standing here tonight. You stood by me. You stood by me in my most trying times, orchestrated by the PNP. And they thought that that would get rid of me. Because if they get rid of me, they know that the road is easier to victory. Let me assure them, that's not so. I am going to do everything in my power, under the guidance of God, to stand with you and stick with you in the Jamaica Labour Party, to give you what Jamaica needs, a third term of Jamaica. Will I fly so easy? And when you roll in it beyond the atmosphere, let me tell you, I can announce tonight that you no longer have to worry about 63 seats. Because these two are guaranteed to go to the Jamaica Labour Party without any decide to draw an election. And that is my commitment to you, the Jamaica Labour Party, and you, the people of East and West Jamaica. Somebody otherwise is a representative. To such man or such men, you can't test this. Never!
Portland people, let me tell you something. We could do what this man do. A lot of people agree. So we're going to ask everybody to encourage this man. Are you ready? Let him through. Just bless the Prime Minister. Stretch your hand to the Prime Minister. Everybody. Like a sheep, sailing now. So now. Everybody listen!
Because this turnout tonight and this support for the Jamaica Labour Party is the best that I've ever seen in my 16 years as leader. We have tried and proven. We have shown that we have done the work. So anybody that want to come and test, can come test. But I can tell you, same thing that has happened in the last 5 elections and the last 2 elections in East and West Portland is going to be the same. Let me welcome A man who not only has the vision, but he knows how to connect the dots. And I can tell you that Andrew Holmes has my 110 support to retain the leadership and prime ministership after the next general election. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot afford to break the chain. The work that has been done by him leading the Jamaica Labour Party government. And I want you to give him the biggest Portland round of applause to make him know that all the lives I am truly heartened to be in your midst this evening. I am not easily impressed. I believe I'm at the age where I can say I have seen many things. And I have experienced many things. And so, nothing much scares me in these days. And it really takes a lot to impress me. But you have impressed me today. First, let me compliment you on how beautiful you all are. Let me compliment you on your energy, your attentiveness, and your genuine interest in the business of your nation. You could have been elsewhere, but you chose to be here. And that says enough. Forgive me if I am business-like tonight, but I do have some sympathy for you because you have been standing on your feet for quite some time. And I want to get through the messages very quickly. Allow me also to commend your Member of Parliament Action Act and the Member of Parliament for Western Portland Action Man. In my platform presentations to the supporters and workers of the party, I raised the issue about the quality of representation that our elected officials give. There are some who are scared of that and probably feel it should not be raised on the platform. But when we come here, it is good that we raise the energy level with all kinds of antics. You know, you saw me here dancing. But it is also important that you leave here with a sense of purpose and a reassurance of the issues that concern you. Because I don't take it for granted that because you come here in a celebratory mood, that you don't have things that are of concern to you. And as your leader, my job is to address your concerns. And when we did our survey, we didn't do any poll. We did a very detailed research as to what are some of the issues affecting you, the people who support the political process. And what came out clearly is the need for stronger and better representation. So before we face the electorate in a general election, we are going to ensure that everyone who carries the party's banner in a constituency is meeting a high standard of representation for the people. And that representation is not just about being able to go into your pocket and say, hey. That is a part of it, because in this audience will be persons who would have asked for things and would not have received it. And that leads to a high level of frustration. But there are more people here who are not asking for things. They are not involved in the politics of giving or spoils. What they want to see are important things, such as improvement in the infrastructure of their community, road, water, employment, security, dealing with trade and lasting, improving wages. And what they want to hear from their representatives are constructive responses. And sometimes the greatest problem is that there is no response. Even if you can't give it, even if you can't deliver it, but at least you must have a plan. At least you must be able to articulate it. And at least you must be able to go amongst the people, hear their complaints and frustration, take their cusses sometimes, and deal with the issues and face them. At the end of the day, people are reasonable in the main. And if you deal with them reasonably, they will deal with you reasonably. And that is the government that I lead. That is what I expect of everyone who is on this platform. To treat the people with the respect that they deserve, with the patience that they deserve, with the love and care that they deserve. The Jamaica Labour Party is about building a caring society. And I want to repeat that. The history of our country at its start was brutal to us. It didn't show us any care. And as we have gone through from slavery to emancipation to pre-independence, decolonization to independence, it has been a long struggle for all of us, a brutal struggle, to the point where some of us don't believe that government can make a difference in our lives, in a real way. And as the first post-independence leader of the country, I wrestle with that notion that resides in the back of your mind, that government can and will make a difference in your life. And that's what my struggle is, to prove to you that the government, whichever government, but government can make a difference in your life. And the first step to that is to ensure that the people who you elect represent you, that they are your voice, that they are patient, that they are caring, and that they are loving. So, I'm so happy to see you all here. But I do know that behind all of that, there lies a concern. And it is important that it is addressed. Because if it is not addressed, you leave yourself open to be exploited by persons who will promise you a pie in the sky. They will exploit small grievances and turn your mind away from good government. And that is what is happening. Positive news doesn't sell. None of you is going to take up your phone and share on TikTok that the government of Jamaica spent $11 billion on the main road coming into Portland. So somebody, you're not going to hear that. That don't make headline. That don't make headline. But that has transformed Portland. You don't hear about what we have started with the Boundbrook Urban Center, which is again going to transform Portland. Right now, we have several projects planned for housing in your parish. We'll hear about that. You don't hear about the new bypass that we plan to build, which we have already started to acquire land. That is going to be over $50 million US. It's a bypass, but it is also a development road. It is going to open up a whole heap of lands that we can build low income, achievable, and affordable housing for the people of Portland. These are things I have said and announced in budget presentations and said it over and over again. But if you look at what makes its way virally to your phones and to your ears and to your eyes is some foolishness. 90% of which is not true. And the intelligent people gobble it up and then call me and ask me if it's true, and I say, you're so fool. You know what's fool, you're not supposed to know that it's not true. Tells me we have a problem with ignorance in the society. People not paying attention to the good things that are happening, numerous good things. But tonight I'm here to also give you a taste of what the future is going to be for your parish and for you personally. This parish is long held as the most beautiful parish in Jamaica. I have to be careful of what I'm talking about. This parish has some gems. One of the first hotel and resort was built here, and it is now a ruin. You have natural harbors which can be developed, lush, beautiful hills. But you know what is the greatest asset you have? The most hospitable people. Friendly, peaceful, warm, welcoming. This is still the place where tourists come and walk around freely. All over. What you have here is an invaluable asset which we must develop, but with great care. We cannot allow the potential for tourism in this area to be developed without it being, first of all, community-based, meaning that you get direct benefit from tourism. Not just work in a hotel or in a resort, but people must be able to come to your home and stay in one of your bedrooms. We want to develop the tourism so that it is not overcrowded and crowd you out. We want to develop the tourism so that it is sustainable, meaning it is not using up more resources than how the resources can renew themselves, or using up resources that deprive you of your use. So we have put in place, my friends, a plan to develop this parish into what is called high value, low density, low intensity tourism. What that means is that we're going to plan the development of the lands that are available very carefully. Not to take any land away from you. And if we have to take over some lands, to make sure that you are properly compensated with proper housing and land so that you can continue your business. We're not going to develop a massive high-rise that take away your view to the harbor and the ocean. We're not going to do any development that take away your access to the beaches. The development that we have planned here is about the people. And you will be primary in the development. It will mean you get a proper market. And listen to what I'm saying to you. The market is for you, and for you to be able to do your business in the market. But you know something? In other countries, the market is an attraction. Yes! People come out on a cruise ship and go to the market. Yes! Not just craft market, they go to the local produce market. And so we are going to build a market for Port Antonio that itself will become a tourist attraction. That's the vision and the plan we have for you. We are going to develop certain properties on the waterfront, which will include a public park that everybody can go for free. Sit down and throw blanket and have picnic and keep party and play volleyball and football and have fun. You see what we do with Harmony Park in St. James? We're going to do it right here, so where that itself becomes another attraction. While I'm on the subject of tourism, and I still have your attention, I have been observing very closely the certain developments that are happening in the tourism industry. And you may be seeing that quite frequently there are reports of industrial action in the tourism industry. The tourism industry is 30% of what is produced in Jamaica. You see how large tourism is? It is 30% of our JLP. So of everything that this country produces, tourism is 30%. Tourism is our largest foreign exchange earner. And tourism is is a significant contributor of revenues and taxes to the government. So effectively, you could say that tourism is the golden goose, or rather, the goose that lays the golden egg. We, as an administration, we have grown tourism. We're moving from 2.5, 3 million to now we are over 4 million visitors. And we are growing the revenues. But as tourism is growing and expanding and adjusting, the workers, they are justified in also seeking their own household and their own remuneration and their own benefits to grow in proportion with the growth and development of the industry. This administration respects the workers. We hear their plight. We understand their issues. And I have met just last Friday with some of the investors in tourism. And we had very frank conversation. And what I am pleased with is that the investors and owners and managers, they understand this point. They understand that tourism is about happiness. That's what you sell when you're in tourism. It's about happiness. And it means that the worker must be happy in order that the visitor is happy. And when the visitor is happy, the management will be happy and the investor will be happy. It is the economy of happiness, call it that. So, Minister Bartlett has been tasked to bring the sector together, to have real dialogue about how we're going to ensure that our workers in the tourism industry, that they are happy. There are many issues there. It's not just about pay. Sometimes, in fact most times, it is about the conditions under which they work. Sometimes it's a matter of how management talk to them. It is one thing in Jamaica, one word that defines all of us and our relationships with each other is respect. Respect. So, as a government, we cannot allow grievances in the natural process of adjustment in a growing sector to derail the sector. And as I speak to you today, the people of East and West Portland, who are also participants in this very important industry, there are those who want to take political advantage of the grievances and are fueling industrial action for political point scoring so that they can get political power. I want you to stop and consider that those people who are behind the scenes agitating for political reasons, when they had the political power, they couldn't grow the tourism industry. They couldn't. So when they wreck the tourism industry with reckless actions, can you trust them to repair it and recover it? Don't be fooled by them. I urge all our tourism workers, my government, and me personally, we care for you. We understand the issues, and we will bring resolution to these issues in a favorable way. There are two ways the size or the slice of your pie. What you get in your pocket. One is the industrial negotiation. The pie is X, how much of that you going to get? And you argue and debate it. Oftentimes, you don't have to go out and protest when there is an established process of debating how you get to what you want. But there is another way of increasing what you get in your pocket. And that is called growing the pie. The PNP only argue about how the pie shear up, how the cake cut up, but they don't know how to make the pie grow bigger. They don't come to you on the platform and tell you how they are going to create an economy for Portland for which you can benefit and your life can change. They don't give you a vision for the future that shows you how you are going to be better off. They don't come to you and tell you how they're going to use the natural assets that you have to create wealth for you. They don't tell you that. All they come and do is talk about me and tell life on me and tell all kind of life. But they have no plan. And the reason why they have no plan is because they don't care. What they care about is power. And they will take the easiest way to power, which is to play upon your grievances. In the same way that they are playing upon the grievances in the tourism industry. To create disruption, which could potentially destroy the goose that is laying the egg for all of you to survive. And when they hurt the goose, they can resuscitate it, and then that leaves you now with nothing. And that is why when I take the platform, I make sure I tell you how I'm going to treat with the grievances you have. But not only that, I tell you what the future is going to look like for you. And I tell you what I am doing now so that you can actually make it to the future to enjoy the prosperity that is coming. So my Portland friends, this administration has spent more money on the eastern end of the island than any administration put together for the last 50 years. We are dealing with the issues that matter to you. And I guarantee you that within the next 2 years, Portland is going to be a whole new parish. In the same way that we are investing in St. Thomas, we are also making the same investments here in Portland. All of you, you're going to have more employment, you're going to have better income, you're going to have better quality housing, better road, better water, better healthcare, and better educational opportunities. That is what we are working hard for you. It is not a snap of the finger. You can't do everything one time. And some things you have to sequence it, meaning you have to do this before you do that. One of the first things you have to do, as the old adage says, the road to development starts with a road. we're building the road. The next thing you heard Minister Sabuda tell you all the plans for water. Then I'm coming to you next time with the plans for housing. Now that is very important. And then we will have development of a center for urban and economic activities. Your factories, your offices, your BPO, all of those things. And little by little, you will see your parish and your town, your community and your household transform in front of you. My friends, you are critical to this. Don't believe that you are bystanders. You stand here and I account to you. I come here and you see me on my phone, I'm reading over my speech, checking to make sure I have all the information to give you because you are the important people. I have never taken my eyes off you. My ears is always attuned to what you are saying. I hear your cries when you go to the supermarket, when you are hit by the medical bills and the price rising. I hear, and I'm working with the Minister of Finance to make sure the prices slow down because we hear, we understand. Don't believe we don't hear, we hear. When you drop in a pothole, and after all the other lovely fabric that you call, and then you call my name, I hear it. So we have to fix the aging infrastructure and fix your roads. My eyes and my ears are attuned to you. And I extend my hand to you and I say, hold on to it and don't let it go. Let us together journey to the prosperity that the Lord our God has promised us. That is our destiny, that we have waited long for, that we have struggled through slavery and colonization. It is our destiny to be a prosperous and peaceful people. God bless you.